Hey folks, I thought it had been a bit since I had recorded something over on the Righteous Fire Juggernaut, and since I mostly do Delve, I thought I would do some Delve and talk kind of through my thought process there. So, first I got to go over here to Nico and visit mine encampment. I can do this from a waypoint as well, but I keep him strategically located in my hideout for a reason. So when I'm in Delve, really what I'm looking for is fossil nodes. And like this one has a wall that is blocking access to it. So somewhere in this ring of nodes that I've already been to, I've missed a turnoff that leads to a wall that I can blow down and get to that fossil. So at some point I will return to that and try and figure out where that's at. I just gave up for a moment. The other things that I'm really looking forward to are these abyssal cities. So I've just started working on this Val city. Like last night, I took out uh, basically a boss, and now I need to work my way through the rest of the city. But like on this one screen, you can see like below the Val city, there's a primeval ruins, and if we're lucky, there may be an all the Crystal King down here. And then if you go over to this way, you've got an abyssal city. So all three types of cities that exist down in Delve are represented here. So what I am going to do is I'm going to pop down to this one and then clear to the side. So let's go ahead and teleport down. And anytime you start a new Delve encounter, you have to re-up your buff. So make sure all your buffs are up. So I'm going to start clearing to that node. And most little things I don't have an issue with. So I'm gonna dive down here and see if there was anything in that nook. And then this may not have a lot of branching because it seems like it's a pretty straight shot. Okay, there's one. So we'll dive in here. Lost armor and something maybe down here. Lost wealth. So I'm watching my timer in the top corner. I'm at 40, 50, whatever. Basically, I have until around 100 to get back in the light before I need to care about it. So I'm often diving down, looking for anything in these chambers. I'm really looking for resonators or fossils or wealth, because the wealth nodes can drop good stuff. Like they can drop up to divines, at least that I've seen. Probably can drop up to mirrors, albeit extremely rarely. I've never seen a mirror. So I opened this chamber. Now, here's a bit. It is very important that you go access this chamber during this session now that you've opened it, because if you ever, for whatever reason, come back, it will be closed. So, layout of one of these factors around a central chamber. And there's light rings. So like right here, there's light. So I can fight in this little intersection. But ultimately what I'm trying to get to is these end rooms that are full of chests. So I'll go ahead and open everything up. And kill some of this stuff down and decide what I want to loot. Some maps are good. Like these chambers can reward a ridiculous number of maps. So I'll rush down to this other one that's located at the opposite end of this little chamber complex. And there is enough light in this room that you can actually fight stuff and things will take damage. You just have to be careful not to let yourself get out of the light in here, because your darkness will start ticking back up. So yeah, I mean, basically, I've gotten the meat out of this chamber. Um, you can sit here and fight this stuff down if you really want to. There is a chance that it will drop something interesting. Um, it is not super common, but I have gotten a divine off of some of these random packs. Um, we'll kill this dude since he's a little tanky. Okay. And then you pop back out and set your sights on the next one. And I'm running low on sulfite, so I can only do so many of these in a row. But again, we start down a path, and while I am doing this, you can charge ahead and force your crawler to move a little bit faster. Okay, so we're going to break here, and I'm going to go down this tunnel, and the crawler will essentially get to a certain point, and it'll wait on me. So, and then I can come back down. Yeah, and so we're right at the next city. So I try and clear this up a little bit before I go into this chamber. Mostly because I don't like popping back out and having a bunch of crap hitting me while I'm waiting to get control. That's a surefire way to die. So you want to kind of kill most of this spawn before you open the city. Okay, so we're pretty clear. So we're going to pop that out. And sometimes good stuff will drop when you open it. But then I'm going to pop down in here. Okay, so it looks like this is going to be the short path to get to the chamber. So I'm going to open these up. And I'll work on some of this stuff that's now spawned on top of me. These are the ones that are dangerous, because if you're down here, you'll start ticking up your darkness real quick. So you can get trapped in that corner. While I am delving, I am running a quartz flask that allows me to basically push through mobs, since all these mobs have collision detection, and they can quickly trap you in a corner where you can't see the light, and you will quickly start gaining darkness. Yeah, see there, they pushed me back enough to where I went off course a little bit. So, again, you can sit here and fight if you want. I usually kill at least some of this stuff, just in case there's anything that drops, but we pop back up, and we set our destination to the next one. And again, as I'm going through the tunnel, I'm looking for any offshoots that I can dive down to look for quick currency or resonators or anything like that. But this complex is pretty tight, so there's not much in the way of offshoots here. Again, I'm going to kill most of this stuff that's going to continue to attack me. Okay. Clear enough. We'll wait to see if anything pops. Oh, we got an annoying one over here. Let's go ahead and kill those. Okay, then we go down to the city again. Again, I can see that the short side is this direction. We'll go ahead and come down here and clear that out. And then kill all this stuff while it's gathered up. And something did a decent amount of damage to me. So be cautious. Like, just because I'm extremely tanky doesn't mean I shouldn't also watch my health. Okay. Again, I'm gonna clear some of this out before I start looting things. Go ahead and loot that. And loot these. And We're out. Yeah. Since I'm probably going to go back up after this, I'll go ahead and loot a large object. If I'm doing a bunch of them in a row, I will hold off on looting, those six socket items or anything that's going to take a lot of inventory space. Because my goal is to be able to hit multiple in a row before I go back up to the camp. Because it's kind of a floor is lava, camp is lava kind of scenario. Because the amount of time that I spend up here means that I'm not, clearing stuff down below. So I pop everything back in. And then I'll evaluate the couple of things that I've picked up. I don't know why I picked that up. I must have accidentally clicked it. I don't see why this would be worth anything. I mean, it hits as fire. Yeah, no, that's not worth messing with. So then again, I'll pop through. Yeah, I don't know. That must have just been an accidental pickup. So I'm evaluating these gems. See if any of these are like worth a ton, and they're not. So I pop over to Nico and just vendor it all. Dump this back in my stash. And then I would go back down and I would start clearing out the rest of this. 250 depth or so is a pretty comfortable level for me. Looks like we've seen enough of this city that we're not going to get an all unless there happens to be another city down below it. But yeah, like this is what I spend a lot of my time doing is delve, which is pretty lucrative just for random stuff. And then lately I've been running the explosive arrow champion as my way of filling back up my sulfite by doing Nico missions. But yeah, I mean, that's the state of where I am on the Juggernaut. Pretty sturdy, and slowly, bit by bit, I gain experience down in Delve, and hopefully this season, or this league, I can hit 100, because I've never hit 100 on anything. Anyway, it's another one of these dumb videos, so hopefully you enjoy it, and I will see you all next time. Bye.